All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're looking at something a little different, something that's really going to make you think.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about human relationships
Okay.
and specifically this idea
Right.
that maybe losing interest in someone is actually a lot more powerful than hating them.
More profound than hatred.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So it's a really
Counterintuitive.
counterintuitive idea.
Yeah.
But we're going to see if we can kind of unpack it and see what we can learn from it.
Yeah, the source material we have here is
Yeah.
really fascinating because it challenges some of our basic assumptions about emotions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we tend to think of hatred as this powerful,
Right.
destructive force.
Yeah.
But the author here is arguing that indifference,
Right.
that state of just not caring at all,
Yeah.
might actually carry more weight.
Yeah, and they really come out strong
Yeah.
with this line.
It's a bold statement.
There is no such thing as having to hate.
Wow.
And it's almost like they're saying that we always have a choice.
Yeah, like even when we're confronted with something
Yeah.
horrible,
I don't have to.
we don't have to give in to that hatred.
Right.
It's powerful.
But like, is indifference even a choice? Or is it just
Right. Is it a
like something that happens?
or a state of being?
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, it's something I've definitely struggled with.
Because hate is so,
Yeah.
it's demanding. It
Right.
takes so much energy.
You'd have to keep feeding it.
It's a fire that needs to be constantly fed
Right? With all the anger and resentment.
with anger, with resentment,
Yeah.
and it can consume you.
Yeah.
But what if we just let those embers die out?
Right.
That's what indifference feels like to me.
Yeah.
Just the absence of that
That
burning passion. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the source goes on to talk about how,
Yeah.
people naturally drift apart
Right.
over time.
Like friends, family.
Friends, family, lovers.
Yeah.
And it's not always this big, dramatic falling out.
Right.
It's more like this gradual fading of interest
Mm-hmm.
and affection.
Have you ever, listener, like felt that in your own life?
Yeah.
Like where you have a friendship
Those friendships that kind of
and it just fizzles.
just fizzle out.
Yeah.
I think most of us have.
I mean, I know I have.
It's a pretty
And it's just like, why?
universal experience.
Yeah. And you wonder, like, what happened?
It's like we're all on these individual paths, right?
Right.
And sometimes those paths diverge.
Okay.
And, shared interests, they fade.
Yeah.
Priorities change. People grow.
People change
They evolve
and they just grow in different directions.
in different directions.
they are.
And sometimes it's nobody's fault.
Right.
It's just the natural,
It's just what happens.
it's just what it is.
But there's this part here that really,
Yeah.
really kind of got to me.
Oh, yeah.
It's where the author talks about seeing someone struggling
Okay.
and not even feeling like I should ask.
You should ask if they're okay.
Like, are you suffering too much?
Wow.
Like that's a crazy level of
That's cool.
attachment.
Yeah.
What makes indifference so
I think it's that lack of concern
right?
that's the real danger.
Yeah,
Because when we stop caring,
yeah,
we become passive observers.
mm,
And the author is suggesting that this kind of apathy
right.
can be even more dangerous than hatred
Wow,
because it allows suffering to continue
unchecked.
unchecked.
Yeah,
We don't feel the need to intervene
right.
to help,
To even acknowledge the pain,
or even just to acknowledge the other person's pain. It's
Yeah.
like the bystander effect.
right.
But on a personal level,
And then that leads into the final
final
sentence of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Losing interest in someone is more dangerous than hatred.
Yeah.
I mean,
powerful stuff.
That's a powerful statement,
It really is.
and I keep thinking about it.
Me too.
It's just like stuck with me.
And I think it challenges us
Yeah,
to think about,
yeah.
what are the consequences of our indifference?
If indifference really is more harmful than hatred,
Right.
then
We have a responsibility
Yeah.
to fight against it,
to actually do something.
cultivate empathy,
Right.
to nurture our
To
connections
really engage with the world.
with the world around us.
Yeah.
That's how we combat apathy
Mm-hmm.
in our personal lives and as a society.
So, listener, I mean, after all of this, what are you thinking about?
What are you taking away from this?
Is indifference just something that happens?
Yeah.
Or is it a choice that we're making?
Right.
And is it really
more powerful
more powerful than hatred?
than hatred?
Let us know what you think.
We want to hear from you.